Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Quant Network and QNT. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys, please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate it. Now with that being said, Bitcoin is going on a nice little sideways momentum upward trend now. And we did break above the resistance point. We're going to be addressing that in a later video today. But as you guys do see on the 24-hour, some altcoins are starting to break out, very well. I've been watching Bitcoin Cash. I was watching a lot of those OG legacy assets. I'm just telling you guys right now, definitely watch Bitcoin Cash this bull run. I've always said that we could see about like $5,000 plus per Bitcoin Cash. And also watch Ethereum Classic, watch Dash. A lot of those OG legacy assets, like even Litecoin that nobody cares about, a lot of those are going to be doing very, very well. So I just figured I would warn you guys ahead of time. Now, with that in mind, let's go check out QNT. I know that it was breaking up over $127. But it looks pretty good. I mean, we're up about 5.75%. Trading volume is up almost 50%. We did break above that fib level, which I told you guys about at about $118. Here we have the official breakdown here. And of course, this allowed us to have that nice upward trend. And now we are testing some resistance points going as far back as the beginning of March. So, I'm watching this one very closely as well as, volume is flowing in. And throughout, of course, the alt markets, I'm watching things closely. And right now, the best thing that I'm seeing is Bitcoin's price actually increasing as its dominance is falling. This is very good for altcoins, and it's really kind of putting a picture on where altcoins are about to go. I do believe that this market is ready for a nice bullish breakout, and we will address that. Now, overall, I want to talk to you guys about things that we are overlooking, or maybe, not a lot of people are overlooking, but for the most part, I think that a wide variety of this market is just ignoring QNT. Maybe they're ignoring interoperability in general as a whole, but we do see a gigantic continental network just aligned to the TC307, a standard the Quant CEO started 7 years ago. Standards makes interoperability and mass adoption a whole lot easier. While everybody is playing checkers, Gilbert is playing chess. And if you guys did miss it, I actually have this announcement here. At LAC Chain, we are proud to be aligned with the ISO/TS, and I'm not even going to say all those numbers, but which provides guiding principles and a framework for the governance of DLT systems while recognizing the underlying orchestration entity as an accountable figure. And of course, we do see Gilbert Verdian responding. Congratulations to LAC Chain for aligning to the newly released TC307 ISO standards. As the industry matures, more organizations and vendors will align to ISO and industry setting standards to foster mainstream adoption of blockchain and DLT. I want you guys to realize what is happening here. Without the alignment to ISO and really kind of meeting these, standards within this industry, a lot of this stuff won't be adopted at all. And when we talk about the future of DOTs, Quant is 100% needed, or some sort of interoperability layer, but we know that the only one that's actually suitable for the mission ahead, which is connecting the legacy system to the digital system, is Quant. And of course, we do see here, QNT is at the core of LAC Chain, a monstrous continental blockchain network which is based on Hyperledger Basu. Took 3 years to build with 60 plus partners, a community of 700 entities, 50 different blockchain-related projects loading, and 12 countries in the Latin dollar, identity, and more. Guys, pay attention to what is unfolding right now. Quant is an absolute massive giant. We do see here while ERC20 tokens are designed for deployment on Ethereum, Quant's QRC20 tokens are blockchain agnostic and work across multiple DLTs. QRC20 tokens can be minted on or off-chain and allow for cross-chain atomic swaps and multi-ledger tokens, MLTs, powerful. And this truly is absolutely massive. And of course, it's quoting that tweet from earlier this month. QRC20 secure smart contracts have significant advantages over an ad hoc approach, including ease of deployment and interoperability rights. Of course, this is Martin Hargreaves, who is the CPO at Quant. And when we are talking about things happening within the scene, you got to pay attention to what Quant is really doing, because they are revolutionizing the idea on, not only MLTs, but also DLTs in general, right? This is like at the forefront of everything crypto, and I'm very excited to watch this unfold, especially at the current market cap of Quant. I've always addressed the market cap potential of QNT as well. And right now, as this market is starting to break out, we are up over $200 million in market cap from those major lows. And, I definitely think that this is just the bare minimum prices. I mean, $1.5 billion in market cap for something as big as Quant, yeah, that is extremely undervalued. And we do see here Quant addresses global CBDC implementation at key FT Financial Times Digital Assets Summit with industry leaders, Gilbert Verdi and Quant, and of course Bank of Canada, Visa, MIT, and again, Financial Times. The best part about this is that if you are really looking at this is to address the, of course, launches of CBDCs. This is the global CBDC implementation. I want you guys to realize where, of course, Quant is positioned within this area. They are going to be the interoperability layer between all CBDCs. I really I have zero doubt about that. We do see here this landmark summit will be taking part over 2 days, both online and in person. It will feature central bank leaders, banks, asset managers, institutional investors, fintech leaders, and of course the crypto community. Quant is proud to be part of this critical conversation with the world's global financial and corporate elite as they carve out the path ahead for bridging traditional finance and the fintech leaders of tomorrow. Guys, this is the sentence that you want to focus on right here. Bridging traditional finance and the fintech leaders of tomorrow. Do you realize how massive this is? Okay, and of course, they are showing you guys that the key speakers here include the governor of Banque de France, manager director of Monetary Authority of Singapore, former global head of Link, crypto, and metaverse at JP Morgan as well. The debate around how CBDCs will work in practice has raged for months, with many questioning how central banks will adopt a scalable, secure, and operationally robust distributed ledger. There are wider questions about the long-term prospects for coexistence with the currently unfettered world of cryptocurrency and stablecoins. How do the central banks envision that this will work in practice? Can central banks simultaneously create a decentralized network whilst achieving macro policy objectives? And I want you guys to realize that when we are all talking about this, the main thing is interoperability, and it is really kind of the forefront of this. I think that when we are seeing, the things aligning right now within this market is truly disruption of the payment system at whole. And we do see Gilbert's perspectives are informed not just by his vision for Quant and the importance of interoperability, but also by his more than 20 years of cybersecurity experience. And of course, we already know his background. But when we are talking about this, it's all, really kind of focused on the idea of interoperability. I really do think that, with everything that is unfolding within the payment structure, I told you guys that the infrastructure of today is being disrupted, and we are seeing the infrastructure of tomorrow being built before our eyes. And Quant is going to be the major key player behind this. It's going to be, the key that unlocks the doors for all of these CBDCs to actually simultaneously transact messaging formats and talk to one another, or gossip, if you will, really with that information that is critical for these systems to truly work. And of course, we do see our CEO Gilbert Verdi shares takeaways from our recent webinar with the Digital Pound Foundation, Global Markets, and the coming revolution in cross-border settlement. And if you guys did see this, again, this is Event Brief, Global Markets, and the Coming Revolution in Cross-Border Settlement. I've talked to you guys about this $156 trillion market. I really do believe that, again, when we are talking about interoperability between DLTs, this is the big key aspect here. And we do see here there's an enormous opportunity to transform the financial sector, create standards, and work together. The right way is to do this is to bring together our collective expertise in global legal, cybersecurity, and technology to develop usable standards that work for, the technology we are building. Okay? And again, this is all disrupting massive financial infrastructures. This is a global scale. This is creating standards that were never in place before. That is Quant's objective as well, to basically become, a standard within this area. And they already have, right? When we're talking about interoperability, there is no other interoperability layer that can do what Quant is doing. And we do see here, Along with Project Era, Gilbert shared Quant's experience with LAC Chain, a DLT ecosystem in Latin America and the Caribbean to maximize financial and social inclusion. We've created an interbank network for cross-border payments in Latin America. In this commercial bank, holds their own DLT and own the relationship with their customers to manage anti-money laundering, know your customer fraud, and risk. It's an agnostic approach that can connect to a wholesale CBDC. The entire system allows for the use of different technology and is interoperable to function cross-border on day one. You see what is happening here? I've said the same with Ripple, right? Being able to have that plug and play through an API gateway live on day one is such a huge selling point. These banks do not need to disrupt their systems. They don't need to shut it down for a day or two or this or that. 3 lines of code in a near instant go live situation. That is a huge selling point. In fact, that is absolutely massive in terms of what they are disrupting within that market because, this is a global financial system. Okay, this would take years and years and years for it to go live fully if it was some sort of other technology. But being able to have that 3-line API gateway code, that is absolutely disruptive, not only for the idea of these banks, financial institutions, and companies, but it's disruptive technology because it's so easy to implement. That's why it is going to be the standard at heart for, of course, interoperability between DLTs, because it's so easy to plug and play. Now, all while we are talking about that, we talk about the value of course, QNT as a token. So I've addressed recently the QNT token price and how we do gain momentum within the price of QNT. Everyone, I will assure you all that, QNT as a token is not Quant. Quant is not QNT either. QNT is the token that is going to be utilized for payment processes, transaction fees, and things like that on, of course, the network, similar to XRP, right? XRP does hold a significant part in RippleNet, but again, Ripple is not XRP. XRP is not Ripple. The way that QNT is going to, drastically increase in price is just the demand of the network. We've addressed this in my video from a couple days ago, where I was talking to you guys about how the demand of, Overledger, right? So as the demand for the Overledger network continues to grow and grow and grow, the demand for the token also grows. And when we are talking about the token, as demand is growing with such a limited supply, the price of QNT is going to skyrocket, not from a supply shock, but just because of the demand behind it, similar to, Bitcoin, right? When we're talking about Bitcoin, the reason why Bitcoin's skyrocketing in price is because of the scarcity of the token, but also the individuals holding it. There's a ton of people that do want to hold a significant amount of it. And the same goes for QNT. There's no difference here, but besides the fact that QNT has a 33% less supply than Bitcoin, and it actually has a ton of utility behind it. It's not a speculative store of value. This is here, they are building, they have a solution live, and they are disrupting trillion-dollar-plus markets. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to... Sorry, my mic cut out there, but if you guys do want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.